money is like the points in this video game.
Yeah.
You know, you have to play the game. Games are made to be fun. They're made to be fun.
Derek, if money wasn't the points, what would the points be?
In a different society, like what Burning Man does, there's no money at the burn. What you do is you just gift your time, material things you make, shelter, sustenance. In a bartering society, you know, it would be, what are you showing up as? How are you giving? But in this case, we've built a system on money, and, you know, that is created or destroyed by, you know, the Fed or credit certain depth in a bank account. You know, we're pumping all these numbers into the system now, and it's kind of like the modern day slavery in the sense that we're restricted by the amount of money we can or can't make and how expensive society is.
If you were to say what currency could be if there was no currency, tangible, I'm talking tangible currency, what would you say humans would resort to if we weren't allowed to give each other things or pay money for things?
I think there'd be chaos. It'd be violence, you know, taking from others instead of giving to others, because I guess the difference is you're either going to have abundance mindset, which is utopian, or a scarcity mindset with it, which is dystopian. I think there's balance in a lot of things in life. So some people think one way, some people think the other. So I don't know what would replace that specifically as a tangible. I mean, you know, you could always think about gold and other things, or trade. Like if you're a farmer and you have plenty of tomatoes and you have a surplus of those, you give them to your neighbor that has a surplus of chickens, and they give you the eggs. So like a trading barter system like we used to have in a lot of societies back in the day.
Now let's eliminate the fact, let's take another piece off the table. Let's say we can't take or give, and then we're all kind of bypassers.
We can't take nor give, we're all bypassers. Then we have to be self-sustaining.
We communicate. We'll talk with one another as humans.
It would be radical self-reliance.
Radical self-reliance.
Like, if I'm going to feed my fucking family, I have to grow the food or I have to hunt the boars.
Yeah.
And then, you know, someone's not going to come take that from me, nor can I give the excess stuff before it rots or before I put it in a freezer.
And what about energy? Where does energy come into play?
Energy comes into play of everything.
With everything. What if I were to say, curious to know your thoughts, that energy would be the currency? What would that look like? What if energy was our currency?
I think that is already the case, because like if I'm going to do this thing for you, what would be the energy exchange? It's referring to money. If you think of currency, the word currency, it's like the currents of a river.
Yeah.
You know, you think of currents of electricity.
Moving.
So those words are there, you know, moving. So
yeah.
Money is just the digital representation, the numerical, the mathematical representation of these energy exchanges. If I'm going to give my energy and time to you, I expect a certain amount of energy and, you know, time as well, I guess, space and time from you.
That's pretty good stuff, man. Thanks for saying that. So would you say that people with more energy attract more money? I don't know.
Depends on how they're using their energy. I've never been a super wealthy man. I spent the last 20 years in a hedonic lifestyle where I'm just, as soon as I would get that money, I would spend it on life experience, like surf trips, snowboarding trips, dates, festivals, you know, chasing those peak experiences. I had a lot of energy for those things, but it didn't translate directly to the numbers in my bank account, the ones and zeros. There could be energy directed towards something very positive or very negative, just like charges in electricity.